know why I tried so hard to avoid you. Terrible haircut.
I know you, Jerry. You would never have taken those people hostage unless you were forced.
You're wrong. I walked into your hotel of my own volition, terrorized the hostages, and blew up the lobby because that's the man I really am. I'm sorry. But the brother you love doesn't exist anymore.
To hell with sorry, Jerry. I want to know why you did this.
I want you to tell me everything you know about James Craig.
Why?
The man stormed into my hotel because of a briefcase you had stored in the vault. He terrorized me and a whole bunch of other people. You owe me.
I don't owe you a thing, you faithless bitch.
You should excuse us for what happened at the Metricals. I did what I did, and you have every reason to hate me. All I ask, if you can muster the charity, is that you don't tell anything to Mum. I want to spare her the pain and shame of knowing who and what I really am.
Really?
Yes.
If you gave a damn about Lady Jane, you wouldn't have crossed the line to whatever it is that you are now, Jerry. What are you, a terrorist? Because that's what they call people who blow up buildings and take hostages.
I did it for the money, Jax. The money.
You did it for the challenge. You wanted to pull off the impossible. And when it went wrong, you shot Robin Scorpio to watch her bleed just for the fun of it?
No, on the contrary, it was perfectly calculated. I shot her because I knew it would keep the other hostages in line. She was the only person in the lobby that people would rally around, thereby reducing my chances of a hostage revolt.
Robin is a friend of mine. And you knew that. I mean, you had dinner with her countless amount of times when you were living in Port Charles.
Well,
you could have killed her.
Well, then it's really lucky that your lovely wife knows her way around a needle and thread, isn't it?
You mean Carly's the daughter of the woman you almost married?
And imagine what a disaster that would have been. If I'd married Bobby, I would have broken her heart in weeks, in months. She was very fortunate that I made a sense of it all and moved on.
You ran away.
I wish. This town's bad luck for me anyway.
You still haven't told me what happened to you.
What happened? Doesn't matter.
It does to me. I want to know what turned you into this person I hardly know.
I came here to find out about Craig, not a character review.
Have you forgotten where you got the money to pay for that hotel? You watched me get shot in the head. And then you probably stepped right over me to make sure that Sonny was all right. And then you did what? Remarried him? So that you wouldn't have to testify that you watched him try to kill me.
Wow, so much for brain damage. Your memory seems to be working just fine. And you must want me out of here pretty badly to make a slip like that, so you got one of two choices. You can either tell me everything I want to know about Craig, or I go straight to Sonny and Jason, tell them you have recovered fully, and you're as dangerous as ever.
Tell me. Does your new husband realize that you're still in love with Sonny? I think you like the way he abuses you, Carly. The worst mistake I ever made.
Right back at you.
We all have a defining moment in our life. Something that forever changes who we are and, more importantly, where we're going. And, some of us act out of sheer boredom.
You dropped off the earth for almost an entire year. Not a phone call, not an email. Mom and I were ready to write you off as dead. And then you just show up out of the blue and pretend that everything's fine, but it wasn't, was it? Because a few months later, you had your face changed. So you could come into town unrecognizable and want to blow up my hotel. That's not boredom, Jerry.
Do you remember what Dad used to tell us about life when we were kids?
What?
All these talks about how life shouldn't be wasted, you remember?
Yes. He said that life was something to have a hell of a good time with.
But it wasn't a game. He warned us that life could turn deadly in a flash. And And I thought he was full of it, you know. But it turned out that I was wrong. You see, I saw things that I was very afraid of, things that I thought I wouldn't do, but I did. You want to know what happened? You really want to know? I learned exactly how to stay alive, how far I would go to stay alive. And somewhere along the line, I turned into someone that even my father didn't recognize. That's the man that's standing in front of you. A man capable of anything. My brother. Don't ever forget it.
Sent her around the Metro Court because I owned it? Is that why you sent me to Siberia? On a wild goose chase because you wanted to protect your little brother? Yeah, well done, Jerry. Problem with that is you took my fiancée hostage.
I was hired to be the middleman for a very sensitive transaction. Ironically, it took place in Port Charles. I mean, despite my initial reservations, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to show my new physiognomy, as one says. The So's representative was Lorenzo Alcazar. Together, we planned a double cross. He was to put the briefcase in your hotel. I was to steal it, sell it to a third party, and share the profits. Unfortunately, things weren't that simple. I had to improvise.
Improvise? That's what you call blowing up a hotel.
Oh,
you just improvise.
Come on, Jax. The place is still standing. Although it was mostly due to the structural integrity of the building. Well done. I mean, when you build things to last. Excuse me. Yes?
I have the information you need.
Go on.
Do you remember that alley off by Rush Street?
Every inch.
Give me 20 minutes, I'll meet you there.
Done.
Who's that?
I'm afraid I'm going to have to wrap it up. It's good seeing you again. Take care of yourself, Jax.
Hey, Jerry. Police station's right across the street. All I have to do is walk over there and turn you in.
Really? That would be unwise.
What are you going to do, Jerry? You going to shoot me?
You know, you can't keep doing this. I'm married now. We have to set boundaries. You can't walk into my house anytime you please now that I'm married to Jax.
If you don't want me to drop by, that's fine, but you gotta answer your cell phone. Because I called you like 12, 15 times.
It died, okay? It died. I just have to charge my phone. What's going on? Are the boys okay?
Yeah, boys are fine. Miles is picking them up from school and he's bringing them to the house.
Why?
Craig's back. And I don't want him using you and the kids as leverage. So until he's gone, I want you guys to come stay with me.
You know, I don't think my husband will appreciate that.
Jax doesn't know what this guy's capable of. I do. Get your stuff. We gotta really go. I'm not gonna let you risk your life to prove a point.
That won't hurt me, okay?
Since when? Craig had no problem holding a gun to your head. He'd have pulled the trigger if I didn't give him the code to the briefcase. What makes you think he's not going to try something like that again?
How do you know he's in town?
I got word he was meeting with Alcazar.
So you haven't seen him?
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I don't know. It's been months. If he wanted revenge, he would have come after us by now.
He was hiding out from the cops. Now, he's just waiting for his chance to do something.
Maybe it's not us, okay? Maybe he left something behind. Maybe it has nothing to do with us at all.
Stop making excuses. The guy is dangerous. He held us hostage. He blew up your hotel, walked away with nothing because you and I stopped him. Jason tried to kill him. I know he hurt him. He needed some time to heal. Now he's feeling better. He wants payback. Who do you think he's going to come after first?
I can't believe Jax. I'm sorry.
Carly, I'm just trying to keep you alive. I'm not trying to come between you and your new husband.
If I go with you, I will not have a husband.